Lisa Rinna with Harry Hamlin's podcast. You remember when she was on Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, she talked about how her mom almost got killed by a serial killer. Do you remember that story, Lois?
Yeah, she was abducted, yeah.
So she went into detail about it on her podcast.
Oh.
Which I thought was so fascinating. And
I listened to that.
Oh my God. So her mom worked as a nurse or something at some sort of military camp. And so the guy also worked there. And so one day she had to leave work to go to a doctor appointment. But I guess back then she was going to take the bus or something. And so he had a car. He was married with a baby. So she thought he was a nice guy. So he offers her a ride to either a bus stop or there. She reluctantly accepts it. Like she didn't really want it, but she's like, whatever. So she gets in the car and he had a lisp at work. He had a lisp. When she got in the car and they start driving, his lisp was gone. And right there, she's like, I'm dead.
Oh my gosh.
He's going to kill me. He's not who he says he is. I'm like, oh my God, that's so nuts. That gave me the chills because I'm like, oh. And then, so he's driving and he passed, like he's driving somewhere else. And so I guess they were still like on the military area. So I don't know if someone alerted someone about something, but there was a military car coming or a cop. Something happened that he was coming towards her. So the guy got nervous and he had, I don't know if she was in the back seat or the front seat, but she did something with her hand. He had a knife and he chopped off her fingers. Her fingers are dangling. Oh and she's like freaking out, just like with her fingers dangling. And then, so I don't know what he wanted to do, like shut her up. So he had a hammer. He hit her in the head with a hammer in the car. Well, this is all happening. And her fingers are dangling. And at some point, she's worried about all the stuff falling out of her purse. Like, I guess she just like blanked out.
Yeah.
And she's shocked. And she's like worried about picking up stuff with her fingers dangling and her head bashed and stuff on the floor for her purse. I'm like, oh my God. Listening to the story gave me so much anxiety. And so Lisa's like, I had so much trauma growing up because my mom acted a certain way from surviving all this. Like her head was full of metal plates and everything. I don't know how she survived all the hammerheads. Like that's crazy.
Wow. So she had trauma to her brain, and that can really change a person. And it usually does.
She said the way they lived, like the way things were boarded up, and she had to check the locks 1,000 times. She never understood why, because she never told her. And when she would talk about her injuries or about something, she would just say something else. Like she didn't tell her till she was older, so she had no idea. But they lived in like a barricaded home because the mom was like freaked out. And so that was so interesting. And the guy's, he was the trailside killer. So he's still in jail now. He must be like 80, 90 years old. Wow. His name is David Carpenter.
Serial killer. Wow.
So nuts. And so Lisa was like, I can't believe they haven't done a documentary on this guy. Like he killed a bunch of people.
Yeah.
So apparently he went to jail after that. Like after they caught him and then they saved Lois, he went to jail, but then he only served 6 years and they let him out. And when they let him out, he killed
because he didn't kill Lois.
A bunch of people. Right. So when they let him out, he came out and killed like all these other women. And then he's now serving 2 life sentences. He must be like 94.
Yeah.
And he had a baby at the time.
Oh my God. See, and that's what's happened in the past with a lot of these serial killers is they get off on certain charges and only get a certain amount of time, and they let him back into which, you know, he didn't kill this woman, obviously, but it's like,
though.
Come on, he should have been in jail longer than 6 years or whatever it was. That's ridiculous.
I know.
Oh,